Here I am trimming a bowl, and I'm going to put a somewhat high foot on this bowl because there's a lot of clay down there. And I always start with the side. I bring the foot in, and I always trim the side of the bowl before I trim the bottom or the underneath side inside the foot. So here I am bringing it in, and I have marked a little spot where the bottom and the walls meet, inside where they meet. I marked that spot on the outside, and that's where I'm trying to get to. And once I get it over there, I start bringing up the sides to that spot. And this is in real time, so this is the speed I go. And I'm using a Kemper KSP4 sharp trimming tool. And now that the sides are smooth, I bring the foot in a little more. I'm trying to reach that mark. I don't know if you can see it. And here it is in slow motion. Just trimming a lot of clay off and refining the foot. I like the foot to be kind of hidden underneath the bowl so that when the bowl is sitting on the table, it's got lift. You don't see the foot. It's kind of hidden. And I just keep taking more clay off the sides. And I give it a 45 angle on the edge so that it doesn't catch on the kiln shelves and the bisque firing. And I want to level the bottom and then mark a line where I'm going to trim to. And now I'm going to listen for how much clay do I have, and I'm going to bring out the inside foot to that line, never crossing that line, and it becomes a foot. And I'm going to bring it down. Now, when you're doing the bottom of a bowl is curved. It's not flat. It's not like a plate that's flat. So you have to make sure that you keep the curve because the inside of the bowl is curved. And you'll see I'm going to angle down. And if you took away the foot, it would look like a bald head that's got a continuous curve. If you do it properly, it will be a continuous curve on the entire bottom. It's not flat and then going down. It's a curved bottom. And the foot is, it sits on the foot. And so here I am taking out more clay and just being mindful that you don't take too much clay off or you'll go through. And then cleaning up the outside and bringing it back in. See, the inside's a little lower than the outside, so now I have to bring the outside down. And I want to get rid of that line. So I use a metal rib to kind of smooth the surface and scrape away all those metal lines, all those lines from trimming. And now I use a damp sponge and I smooth everything out. If you want to see throwing lines, you could leave these in. I like a smooth surface for my glaze. So now I'm going to open it a little so I could get the line smooth right, inside the Giffin grip catchers. So you got to keep your left hand on top or your other hand on top to make sure that, the pot doesn't go flying off the wheel. I'm not going very fast, so that shouldn't happen. Yeah, there it goes. It moves around a little. And so now I put it back to the other catchers and smooth down the foot and the inside bottom. And everything should be nice and smooth. You don't want to put too much water on, just enough to smooth it all down. Yeah, I had some rings in there I didn't like, so you could see the water. I added a little more. Now I'm going to take the red rib and I'm going to smooth everything even more. And this, if you have a groggy clay, this will kind of close up the grog that comes out from trimming. There's no grog in this clay, so I don't have to worry about that, but definitely do this if you have a groggy clay. It'll smooth everything down and close up all those pores that you open up when you trim. Make sure the foot is smooth, and then on the bottom you can do a little extra compression. And notice how it's curved. It's not flat. It's not a flat bottom. It's a curved bottom because it's a bowl, and bowls have curves. And I'm going to get a little bit of plastic on my fingers in a minute, and I'm going to smooth everything out and burnish it. And, you know, we never want to put a bowl on a counter or a table and have it scratch. So you just want to make sure everything is really smooth. And then the next thing I'm going to do is put some Coyote Underglaze on the bottom to prepare this bowl for a carving. I always do carvings on the wider bottoms of all my pieces. So that's what I'm going to do as soon as this is nice and burnished. All right, so here we go. I'm starting with Coyote Yellow. None of the Coyote Underglazes melt, fuse, move. Wherever you put them, they stay. They fire up to cone 10, and they don't lose their color. Even yellow, pink, red, they won't fade in any firings. So I start with yellow, and now I'm adding some Mazarin blue. And where I blend them, I'll get a new color. Because you can blend these underglazes and make new colors. And if it gets up on the foot, I'm not worried about it, because when I go to carve through this, I will, the first thing I'll do is trim away whatever underglaze got on that foot edge. I'll just use a little trimming tool and take it away. And so I'm getting in close. And one more color. I think I'm using, more yellow, and then I'm going to use some sky blue. And then I'll set it aside, let it dry up, and do my carving once the underglaze is completely dry. There you go. You can see where the two colors blend to make a new color. And that is how I trim a bowl. Remember, you trim the outside before you trim the bottom and the foot. And happy potting, everyone. Remember to take away all the weight from all your pots. This is your second chance to make your pots be what you want them to be and not be too heavy. Trimming does a great job for that. So enjoy your day, happy potting, and thank you so very much for watching my videos. Oh, here we go. Over here, I'm just checking that it's not too high.